Hi, I'm Just PH Games, and the following thing that I have to say is that I am sorry to all the coaches of the WSS. I did something that was very unprofessional, and it didn't do what I want. I didn't feel like it was a good thing to do after I did it, but I thought, there was no way out of what happened in this week's battle, so I did it, and I'm really sorry that it had to happen, and it had to happen that way. I understand that the league has rules about this thing, and I will take the 6-0 defeat because that's basically what was going to happen anyway at that point. So I'm taking a 6-0 for this week, and I will continue. Hopefully they'll allow me to continue on for the rest of the tournament. I'm really sorry. If any of it helps, I'm considering demolishing the Chester Chinchills at the end of the season. As a reaction to what happened this week, I'm considering getting rid of the Chester Chinchills, never doing Draft League content ever on the channel ever again, and erasing the fact that I ever did Draft League content in the first place. I know that looks bad in itself, but the fact is, I can't have what I did on my conscience. I know what I did was wrong. I know there was a way out of what I did. I just didn't see it at the time. I didn't bring the right moves to cover myself, and I ended up paying for it. That's not anything against my opponent. That's me. That's all me. That's nothing to do with my coaching team. It's nothing to do with Darude or any of the people who I associate with. It's all me. At the end of the day, I'm the one to blame. I'm taking the fall. Not Darude, not anyone else as part of the WSS. It's all me. My opponent did the right thing. Okay? My opponent did the right thing because I have a fat team. The only way to beat me is to set up against me. And that's what he did. He set up against me. And I got mad and I left the match because I got mad at the fact that he set up against me and swept me. And I need to stop getting angry about sweeps because the fact is, it's a thing that happens. I shouldn't get angry at I don't get angry at hacks. I don't get angry at anything else. I don't get angry when we have a good match. That wasn't a good match in my perspective, but my opponent did everything right for him to win. And whilst prepping for his team, not once did I think about Crocoon. Not once did I think, hey, he's going to bring Crocoon. Not once did I think, this person is going to bring Crocoon. This person is going to sweep me with Crocoon. I better think of situations that stop me from getting swept by Crocoon. I even did prep battles for this week, thinking myself of what I'm going to be prepared for. And not once did they bring Crocoon. So I didn't expect Crocoon. I didn't think that Crocoon was going to come. I made one change to my team that could have changed everything, and basically it made me lose the match, and I reacted in the wrong way, and I'm sorry about that. I have to act professional on this channel, and well, semi-professional, I swear a bit. But as the coach of Chester Chinchills, I represent a faction. I represent a brand. I represent my hometown. I represent Chester. I represent the place where I was born, where I lived, where I grew up, where I still know people. I may have moved out, but I still know people. I still go to Chester, I don't live there anymore, but I still go there I still go there like 2-3 times a week. I'm practically there all the time. I know people there. My mum lives there. So I represent this city. When I wear the colours of the Chester Chinchills, I represent my hometown. And I let it down this week. And I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am. I let my hometown down. I let you guys down. I know that you'll never forgive me for this. And honestly, I think you're right to never forgive me for this. If you do somehow forgive me, you know, tell me in the comment section. I'm really sorry that I'm just going to come out and say it. I forfeited the match, and I'm sorry about that. Hope it will never happen again. I honestly say that, and it's made me have to rethink my entire strategy on this channel to see whether Draft League is right for Joe's PH Games and right for the Lantern Nation and right for you guys. Am I doing Draft League a bad name? Am I toxic? Am I the cancer that's going to kill Draft League? Am I the thing that has to leave the Pokemon community in order to save the Pokemon community? That's what I have to think about now. And whilst I'm thinking about that, you guys can at least maybe enjoy the rest of the battles from the WSS and the last of Pokemon content on my channel, because the fact that I've sort of ruined it for myself, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you can forgive me. If you can't, that's fine. You know, you can unsubscribe if that's what you want. You can leave as fat. You know what? Everyone hit the dislike button right now. There you go. Everyone hit the dislike button right now. That's what I'm going to say. If you don't want to support the Chester Chin Challenge, if you don't want to support me, and you don't want to support any of this anymore, I understand totally. The door is there. You can go at any time. I'm still going to keep on making content. I still want to keep on making Pokemon content. I still want to keep on making draft content. I still want to represent the Chester Chin Challenge. I still want to represent the Lantern Nation. But I feel really bad about what I did. I'm sorry. What's up, Chin Chows? Juice PH Games here, your coach of Chester Chin Chows, and welcome to WSS Week 1. I am the coach of Chester Chin Chows. Today, we are playing the Adelaide Honckrows and their coach, which I cannot remember off the top of my head, which is why I'm going to load up Discord and find out. Taco, the coach of the Rainbow Taco, the coach of the Honckrows, the Honckrows, yeah. I've been up for a couple of days, so that's why I can't really say, isn't it? Adelaide, that's it, Adelaide, the Adelaide Honckrows. And if you've watched my apology video that was on before this, I do mean everything I've said in that video, and I understand if the league never want to do anything with me again. I understand if you guys don't want to do anything with me again, but please enjoy what was this battle. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. I do know where I went wrong now. I've had a few days to think about what I've done here, what I did in this matchup. I know that the result was bad, and I didn't mean to do that, but I could have found a way out of this. We were, like, in team prep, we were debating running Haze to stop sweepers. And we didn't run Haze. We ran Acid Spray instead. And it was a bit silly. I could have also U-turn, because I had U-turn on Giratina. I could have U-turned into Comfey. Comfey is faster than Suicune, and I would have got to +6 first and possibly swept him, which is also bad. So, I don't know. Anyway, go and check out my opponents, Adelaide Honckrows, and the rest of the coaches in the WSS. I am very, very sorry to them. They say as long as I don't do what I did again, they'll be perfectly fine with it, and I understand that. And I've made my apology video to let my thoughts and feelings known, and I do suggest you go back to the front of the video and watch that. Anyway, let's go on with today's video. And that's quite loud in my headset. Anyway, so he starts off with Topper Koku. I start off with Rey Mysterio, my Giratina. He gets the Volt Switch out on me, which does a lot of damage. Which I was going to go for the U-turn here. He goes into Suicune. I U-turn out. And this is where I made my first mistake. I U-turned out into Licky Licky. I should have U-turned out into Comfey. Comfey would have got to +6 before he did, because Comfey was also running Calm Mind, was also running Taunt, so I could have taunted him, I could have stopped him from getting to +6, I could have got to +6, and, you know, swept him at that point too. But, I don't know. I switched into Papa Shango, which allowed him to get up his substitute, because I wanted Toxic Spikes up at this moment in time, because I thought he was going to do a lot of switching around. He did no such thing as switching around, so I allowed him to get up his Toxic Spikes, I allowed him to get up his substitutes, and then he just decided, and then from there I go into Licky Licky, because I thought Licky Licky would be strong enough to break a sub. Nope. Calm Mind. And again, this just keeps on going. Just keeps on going, but I'm just gonna say that it just kept on going. He kept on going. I kept on trying to Dragon Tail, and Dragon Tail didn't break the sub, so I could do nothing. And after a few times, I did actually break the sub, but I don't have speed, so you can set up another sub. And after 5 turns, I realised what is there to do here. I can't beat this thing. I don't outspeed it, and I most importantly can't break a sub. So what do? There was literally nothing I could do. He kept on doing the Calm Minds, and of course he has lefties and stuff like that. I didn't prep for Kroku. Here I protected because I thought he was going to scold, but no, he decides to set up the subs again, and I understand it was the right thing for him to do. I have a fat team. And at this moment in time, I'm just thinking to myself, I can't win. There's literally no way to beat this guy. I have nothing that does any damage to this Suicune. I have nothing that gets rid of his stats. I have nothing that breaks a sub at this amount of special attack and special defense. He's +6. I have nothing. I was even saying to him in the chat, don't do this, don't sweep me, don't be that guy. But, you know, I understand he had to be that guy. And I would have been that guy too. I prepped to be that guy. So, yeah, I understand what he was going to do, and I understand that it had to happen like this. So I prepped for a sweep. I wanted to be the person who would sweep, but I didn't prep for the fact that I was going to be swept. So I understand this, and I'm totally okay with him doing the damage. I even tried to do an energy ball here on the Rey Mysterio to try and see if I could actually break a sub with energy ball. Nope, +4. So yeah, I had literally got nothing. I go into Papa Shango here. Again, trying anything I can to break the sub. Acid spray does damage. It does a little bit of damage. Plus, it reduces his special defense by 2 stages. So I thought that might help. No, it doesn't hit. It only works if it makes physical content with the person. So I had to break the sub first. Then I break the sub this time. But the fact is, he can just set that back up because the fact is, you know, he's got lefties. He's got the health. You know, I'm not stopping him from setting his sub back up. There's a sub. And again, I go for the acid spray, trying to do some kind of damage. I know I should have probably gone for Scold because it would have done more damage at that point. And, well, I forfeited. And I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. It's a 6-0. because at that point there was going to be nothing else that would have killed him. And I know that I shouldn't have switched out. I know I shouldn't have forfeited. I've probably done that a few times. I've probably done that more times in my history than I probably should admit. And I will never do it again. I honestly will say I will never do this again. And I do mean anything that I've said before the video. He was in his right to set up on me. He was in his right to do what he needed to do. He had a fat team. No. I have a fat team. He had a brilliant team. I have a fat team. And when you have a fat team, people want to set up on you. I understand that. And in order to do any damage to people, in order to do damage to my team, people have to set up on me. And I understand that now. And I will not get angry in the future about this. At that moment in time, I was quite angry. I'm sort of glad that I post-record these videos now, because at that moment in time, you would have seen the raw anger and emotion on my face at that time, and it would have just not been great content. And I feel bad to everyone in the WSS that you even, allowed me to be still part of this league because of the fact that I did what I did. And I understand I have to act like a professional, and I'm sorry. To Rainbow Taco and the coach of the Adelaide Honckrows, to anyone who supported him, to anyone who's come around and watched these videos, watch the front of the video. I say I'm sorry like 15 times in that bit. I've ashamed myself, my family, the city I was born in, and everything. I understand if you don't want to be part of the Lantern Nation after this match. I totally understand. Anyway, if you did somehow enjoy this video, I'm not going to ask for a like, I'm not going to ask for comments, and I'm not going to ask for you to subscribe or do any of those things on VidMe. I'm going to say, if you enjoyed this video, hit the dislike button. There you go. Show your outrage with me, because it's my fault. So, hit the dislike button if you enjoyed this match. Stick around, because there's going to be other matches from the WSS. Follow the other coaches of the WSS, because they had better matches than I will this week, and possibly every week at the WSS. I'm going to try and make my way to bouncing back. Next week I play the Reggie Island Explosions, and of course their coach, the Nerdy Steve. They're not actually called that. He's called the Rhode Island Reggie Rockies, but the fact is he's known to explode a lot, so that's why I call him the Reggie Island Explosions. So we'll be facing the Reggie Island Explosions next week, and Nerdy Steve. So this will be really cool, because me and Steve, we've been in 3 leagues together now. IBL Season 1, IBL Season 2, and now the WSS. We were scheduled to fight in Season 1. I didn't have internet. We didn't get to fight. We weren't scheduled to fight Season 2, so we never did. And then now we're fighting again. So that's going to be amazing. I think you should tune in for that one. Anyway, until next time, I'm just PH Games. Hopefully I'm still your coach, the Chester Chin Chows. I haven't been sacked by the backroom staff yet, but I just might. Anyway, till next time, I'm just PH Games, and I'm out. See you again.